Greetings and salutations to the bloodline. I am really running so late. My apologies, but boy, once the Akashic records are open, it is hard not to sit still and I don't know what's going on with this other computer, but I guess we're gonna keep it going the way we is. I'm live. Greetings and salutations to the bloodline. So today is their month, and we're staying out of their way. Okay, so the Akashic records are open for me today to share. And for those of you who would like some of this knowledge, come on in, like and subscribe, and Google, look it up for yourself. Because some of this I got to drop on you. Some of you know this, I'm sure, but because it was given to us so disjointed, it's kind of hard. It was kind of hard for us to put it together. But thanks to teachers like Dane Calloway and those who never just stop digging into our past, that even if you don't agree with everything, and I don't agree with everything Dane Calloway teaches, but I know that he is a great teacher because he does say, look it up for yourself, research for yourself. And a lot of what he says is true about our people. Now, the feathers and all of that, that ain't us. That's them people. We don't venerate animals like that. So let's get started. You can also find me on YouTube. Actually, I'm being streamed from two. I was trying to set up another studio, but it didn't let me go there. It did not let me go there. So I want to see something real quick. But oh my goodness, the teachings. Oh my goodness, the teachings have just been coming through. So mm-mm. Let's go into first. Let's get the PowerPoint because there was a lot I went over and there is a lot I missed, and I really want to go deeper into why reparations beyond a check. Because if you understand who you really are, you know that you were here when they got here. So that means all the resources that they claiming are theirs are really ours. How can they pay you back with your own resource? That does not make sense. So this is where the homeschooling comes in so that we can get our people anchored. That we need our intellectual foundation needs to be anchored so that we can understand our legacy compared to their history and really understand what reparations looks like for us, okay? And what it means to, what it really means to have reparations. And one of the things of reparations is that they have to vacate the premises. We are not safe among these people. They really aren't. We are not safe, and they keep proving that, and we keep proving it every time we go among these beings. So let's not play, you know. Um, so I'm going to share. I don't know if y'all can see that one. So I have another one out called The Fifth Chronicles. nobody can see anything. I don't know what's going on. The mic is fine. The mic is fine. It's the camera. So let's go in and get our presentation. And of course, we are going to use our dictionaries. And as always, we are going to use our Bibles and other articles to bring it on. We just gonna bring it on like that. That's how we gonna do it. Okay, so let's come out of here and let's get the presentation for me up. hmm So this is a review of reparations beyond the check. Uh, okay, and we want to do reparations beyond the check because no check could ever cover the damages that these people have caused to us. So let's go over some vital news because we do have vital news. I only got about an hour left. Hey, baby, my baby text message me to get this out. So let's go to camera. I always try to take pictures of articles when I don't have a chance to get gallery. So we're going to go into some of these articles. I'm going to put up as many as I can. I want to read off some to you so we can truly understand why we're saying not segregation. We want separation, flat out separation. That's what we want. We don't want anything extra. You know, we don't want anything extra from this people. All we want is separation. Now, when I put out the vacate the premises, they were going to put out an olive branch. And believe it or not, the segregation was the olive branch. And I'll tell you why. Because it wasn't full segregation. It was just segregation from men's sports and transgenders from women's sports and women's bathrooms and locker rooms so that we would feel safe. Because no one has been listening to us, okay? So that was the purpose of that. So Trump is getting some stuff done. No, I don't vote at all, but I do agree with anybody who's making moves to protect young women and girls. Period. He makes us feel better about the realm with that. You know, if you're not a woman, you can't understand. You just can't understand. Okay, so okay, here goes a good one. Medical schools are eliminating the use of cadavers, and that's a shame. It's only a shame because they use whose cadavers? Theirs or ours? They use ours. We have the best cadavers. Okay? And the reason why they use ours because if they know what we are on the inside, they can lie to us and program us and tell us this is the body, this is how it works, and get us to use our bodies the wrong way. So they should never be allowed. And that's why a lot of our people are missing. A lot of these missing are cadavers. They know they're lying our people who have been murdered, slaughtered, raped, killed, kidnapped. And they're using them for the cadavers in the medical industry, which is why the medical industry has to go also when we, after I issue the vacate the premises. See, the vacate the premises is for our protection. And y'all don't see that yet because there are those of you who use the system and you believe once they're gone, we can still use the system as it's set up and it will work for us. Fuck no. No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. It's all corrupt. And anybody willing to step into those spaces is a corrupt individual. Okay? So, let's look this up. Because I want to go deeper into this with you guys. This is just not, okay, so this is AI. And AI gave me a quick answer. So we're going to stop sharing this one. And let's go up to, yeah. Okay, AI. While this is an AI overview, I now typed in medical schools are eliminating the use of cadavers. While not outright elimination, some medical schools are moving away from traditional cadaver dissection in favor of virtual anatomy tools and other technological advancements, offering a hybrid approach or even completely virtual anatomy lessons. Now, this is state news. Medical schools must keep offering, and that was March 31st, 2025. Must keep offering cadaver-based education. Why? Okay, cadaver medical dissection is obsolete in medical training. National Institute of Health, NIH, cited 2018. This review of literature examines the status of anatomy teaching with CD in traditional, modern, and postgraduate medicine. Now I'm going to look up something else real quick. Yep, let's get back. So we're going to look up something else. So medical schools are being told. Why are medical schools being told that they have to start using cadavers? Well, let's get into it. Let's type in unclaimed black bodies being sold as medical school cadavers. Let's see what we get with this. Because I know just as early as last year, we had a big old, from morgue to medical school, cadavers of the poor. Isn't that interesting? So let's come out of here real quick. Oh no, yeah. Let's come out of here. Okay. Now let's see what we can see. Let's come out of this one and let's go into this one. Oh yeah, because we need to understand why we need to stay from around these beings. And this is why. Okay? Unclaimed. Black bodies. So from more medical school, cut up and leased out the bodies of a poor. This was NBC News. And who is that right there featured? What? That's a melanated woman, right? Cut up and leased out, the bodies of the poor suffer a final indignity in Texas. The University of North Texas Health Science Center built a flourishing business using hundreds of unclaimed corpses. It suspended the program after NBC News exposed failures to treat the dead and their families with respect. Who's dead? The indigenous, the natural people of the realm. Look at this. When a destructive went, see, they won't even tell us when our family members, that they have our family members. You don't think they know this? They know when the sun coming in. They know when the sun having X flares, M flares, C flares, FU flares, but you don't know you got our loved ones. You don't know you chopping them up without our permission. So this is what vacate the premises mean. So they offered us segregation as an olive branch, as a means to the table. And I'm saying there is no olive branch with these people. And the only ones who want an olive branch or a seat at the table are the ones who think they're going to take over so that they can continue to run us the way these aliens, these immigrant, alien, invading species from other worlds treat us. The Moors just want their place back over us. Because if they're gone, the Moors still have a rulership mind command. And that means they got to come up against the man, the female of the man. And they couldn't beat us, which is why they brought in all these other, they brought in a god, they brought in a god's, army. Did Moses take a census of all these people, of all these Hebrews? There's a census of the Asians, isn't there? There's a census of the Arabs. There's a census of India. Everybody knows how many people are in each other countries, right? Birth, death rates, census. But yet it's unclear of our census. That's amazing. It's unclear of our bloodline. It's unclear. We're just unclear beings. So that's why I say this today is important for me to get out here and get out, and teach. Excuse me. Something in my throat when I'm trying to talk. So yes, and I did show you a video when I was getting out reparations beyond a check. And one of the important parts about that video was that the young lady was talking about now that when they ask for grant money, they have to have certain language. And they don't know the language, but we do. Because one of the words that they cannot use is woman or gender. See, they've been talking that political talk so long, they realize it's bullshit. Because President Trump just cut that out. You have to speak English. Y'all been speaking scientific and legalese on those grants. Now you got to speak plain in English. They can barely do that. And it's really Latin. Oh, yeah, and I do have an upside down project for y'all today. Let me see. Because we're always talking. What is going on? You know what? I just, I just can't. So, families, you know what this is, right? Let's get it together. We're going to do a bunch of side assignments while we're doing the main assignment, okay? So, part of the reason why I put out vacate the realm for reparations beyond the check is because we are never safe among these beings. And they make it clear with their behavior towards us. So let me find the last slide because I know some people felt I was a little harsh. So let's go back over this again. We did vacate the premises on the last one. Mhm. Yep, and we're going to go over it because I want everybody to be clear. Yep, I want everybody to be clear. Let's block me out. Uh, Yeah, we had something in Detroit that was going to be so. Hold on, my people. So yeah, we had something that was supposed to happen for us right here in Detroit not long ago, because we were deep in the pandemic. And this girl who was a half breed, I don't even remember her name, but she pissed me off so bad I ripped her a new one, and I don't care. And I think it was why I was stopped being invited to a lot of these functions, because I was more than willing to call her out. Anyway, some beautiful foundational Black American young ladies were putting something together for us Detroiters, where we had been in for months because of the pandemic. And it was going to be free to us, but everybody else had to pay. And we all knew why we were going to be free for us, because we are the lowest income in the state of Michigan, the citizens of Detroit. Okay? This heifer who was assigned to play stopped everything. She put her privilege half foot down and stopped all our shit because her white grandmother wasn't part of the ecosystem. So when I say that all of these people have to fucking go, I mean that shit. Because half breeds put us on the back burner to appease their white family. And I have a problem with that. Okay? And I will repeat that over and over again till y'all freaking get it. They not welcome. There's no such thing as segregation. And I'll tell you another thing. This is why there's no fucking such thing as segregation. Segregation does not mean we have autonomy. Excuse me. Segregation does not mean autonomy. We want autonomy. No, none of their people have a right to question who I am, what am I doing, where I'm going. See, that's what segregation means. Segregation means they still got the right to say, "Where you going, boy? Where you going, girl? No, fuck you. I'm not none of your business." This is a whole new day and age. We don't want you, and we don't want you dumping your filth on us. So let me go back to the presentation. Yeah, we don't want you dumping your filth on us either. So that's just a small example. That's just the University of North Texas taking the cadavers that the police sell, the enslavers catch, or those they kill. You see, yep, that's what they do, and they sell them to the universities. And the universities know the state of Michigan. I'm in Michigan. We know Wayne State guilty. Wayne State been guilty. They in Detroit. They got firsthand access to our people here, the people that pick up our dead for sure. Okay. So Wayne State Ben got in trouble. U of M, they all use our people's bodies. They don't have a right to do this. They really, and we need to be aware of what's going on. Okay, what's next? Okay, so this is what's next. This is gonna blow y'all mind right here. So let's see. Let me type this on there right now. Prison guards kill New York inmate. Okay, because we gonna go all down, and I'm gonna bring and this might seem like a nasty conspiracy theory, but I'm about to pull it all the way up. I am about to go there. Oh, because this is diabolical. Yeah, this is diabolical. So right after they killed this boy, black women start coming up dead. And you know me, I got an investigative type of mind. Okay? We're going to go there, and we're going to go to the, what were they trying to do to cover their tracks? Dang, I ain't had no job in so long. Where do these people strike? Let's go back. 2025. Okay, so prison guards kill this young man. Mm-hmm. Yep, let's go here. I want all three of these. Dang, put them up. I wish I could. Okay. We're going to go one at a time then. Prison guards kill. Let's go to the AP. Of Robert Brooks on 2024 last year, right? Okay. Charged in beating death of handcuffed inmate. What color was this? What state of being was this man? He was copper. He was an earthling. He was a melanated foundational earthling. Okay. So let's go back. Six New York prison guards have been indicted for second-degree murder and the beating death of a handcuffed inmate. A brutal incident captured on body-worn camera triggered widespread outrage and calls for justice. Four other corrections workers were charged with lesser crimes in the December death of Robert Brooks at Marcy Correctional Facility in an indictment unsealed Thursday. The special prosecutor, Onondaga County District Attorney Williams, said especially disturbing to him was the sense of normalcy of the employees on the video, which caught unintentionally on the body-worn cameras. Now, let me tell you why this is beyond sick. This is why I put out the premises, okay? They just indicting the officers, but whoever runs the facility, whoever runs that ambulance service, they all need to be indicted. The warden, the head of the prison guards, the head of the prison, and you know why they won't? Because we have not done what we supposed to yet. And that is we're going to stay on the couch. You see this shit that they did? So now, what they tried to do after they did this shit to this brother, after they tried to cover this shit up, they're going to try to go on strike but they're going to mess with the black men more. And black men, if you are in prison and you can hear my voice, stop getting the conjugal visits. And I'm going to say this because there can only be three heinous reasons why these conjugal visits are happening in our women, specifically our women, because let's pay attention. So right after this, they did what? They tried to act like they wanted to go on strike, right? They wanted to go, they were like, oh, we need to go on strike. It's unsafe. Yeah, it's unsafe in there because y'all are some murderous bastards and you're killing up people with no you're just killing people. And we our people specifically. You're killing our people. So what they tried to do was cover up his murder was like as if the reason why they killed this unarmed, cuffed man is that all 18 of them felt unsafe. They were unsafe. Okay? Refused to report to work citing unsafe working conditions. So here they go. They got our people in closed air penal colonies known as cages where they are enslaving the black men and women. Now they openly kill you and put it on that they can do this to us. No repercussions. The warden should be indicted. The people who run the ambulance service who allowed that to happen from one prison to another should be indicted, and the next prison should be indicted. Okay? And this is why I said vacate the premises. We will never get justice from these trifling ass fucking invade. They are invading alien species. And because you think they walk like you and talk like you and stand upright, that they know. I wish y'all would really pay attention to Men in Black more often. The first couple of them. They are not like us for a reason, and you can't see it because they got eyes that's similar to you. They can speak. What did Qui-Gon tell Jar Jar Binks? The ability to speak does not denote intelligence, motherfucker. It does not. So what? You can speak. It's a lot of people that can read too, but they still don't know this shit. So when the prison strike, when the okie doke of the prison strike didn't work, they went nastier. They got nastier. What did they do? I'm about to show you. I'm about to show you right now. Oh, you know they had to go, oh, get it low, but that's what these people do to us. Okay? This is what these people do to us. Okay? Now, this is mind you, this is the second black woman that got killed at this facilities. So, okay. And I'm not smiling about her death. I'm putting this together for y'all so y'all can understand why elders like me are telling y'all there is no kumbaya. I did that when I was talking with Yasini 2 years ago when I was doing all of this with her. And she was like, well, I was like, no, you don't hold hands with the beast, baby. So here's the second woman killed at this facility. Now, if you did the census, how many black women do you think you would find that have been killed during conjugal visits with their mates? And the mate did it. Now, this man is unarmed behind a fortress. Who's armed? Him. Of course, they can strangle her and blame it on him. He's unarmed. You know what else they can do to her? They can gang rape her. That's right. They can gang rape her and say that he killed her and just strangle her because that would be his only method of killing her. See, this is what we don't want to face as a people. It's time to abstain. It's time to abstain from fucking. It's time to abstain from sucking. They use our love to get us. It's time to chill out. If you can abstain from the poll and the other stuff, you can abstain from the voters box, you can abstain from seeing each other for a little while. Because black man, I cannot believe your tip is so hard you're willing to sacrifice your woman so that you could get some knowing at the state of America's end, because they're going to keep killing black women who go in for conjugal visits and blame your ass, and you're going to get more time. And they're going to tell her family you did it. And what can you say or do? Because you're behind closed walls, a fortress where they torture you and kill you for fun. And you're inviting us, and we love you. But please stop. Have some balls, black man, and quit inviting these women to be killed. Because if you cannot do it, that means you're an op for the beast. Tell that woman to stay home. Because guess what? You're either in on it and you deserve all the time, or they're in on it and they're just waiting for your wife to come and they're going to sacrifice her as a message for the rest of us. See, they already sacrificed Robert Brooks as a message. Now they're sacrificing the woman, the wife. Which would make their plan even more diabolical, which is why I put these out. Yep, I'm a conspiracy theorist. Think about it. Robert Brooks gets murdered in prison in front of the world to see. Then they try to pretend it's unsafe because of us being pissed about you killing one of us, handcuffed and unarmed. So when that don't work, you wait to one of these men, to one of these FBAs, time with his wife to get a conjugal visit, and you kill this woman. Ain't no telling what you did to her. Because I am a pattern master. I follow the patterns. And that's just how diabolical these people are. That's the next message. The women and men going in for conjugal visits, you're going to start coming up dead. Watch your back. If we're sitting home for the political, you got to sit home for this. If that man love you behind them walls, he can wait because he cannot protect you. And any man that telling you he got it like that and he locked up, bitch, you out your mind. Stay out them prisons. They're going to assault us every chance they get. They hate us. They know we know that we don't have to fill out a title or a deed. All we have to do is step on that piece of land and say, Vamoose, bitch. I am. This is my inheritance. That's all you got to say. And they know that. And the more you wake up to it, the more they're going to kill, kill, kill. See, that's what that's called, a time to kill. This is their time to kill. Okay? So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. So let me get this other assignment out for us, which is why I'm doing a review of reparations. Okay, I was looking for an older dictionary to do this one, but that's not going to happen. So I have a Webster's dictionary and home schools. Like I said, I'm covering a lot of topics today because I'm out of here at 3:00. Period. I got a lot to do. This is why you need a Merriam Webster's dictionary. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's my conspiracy theory. Why we need to stay out the prisons right now, please. If you love indigenous man, if you love the indigenous woman, don't call her for nothing. Don't call her for nothing. Call her on the telephone. Women, y'all stay out of there. I'm telling you, that's a setup. It was plain as clear as day to me when they did that. That was a clear message. Y'all niggas are gonna pay for putting us on blast for doing what we do. Okay? So this is the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. This is a large print, fourth edition, but this is not why I got it. This is why I got it. So as you can see, let's make the screen bigger. It just does that if I just touch it. Okay. So this is why the dictionary should be your family's first book. Pronunciation key. You need phonics. Phonics is important. You also need abbreviation symbols used in the dictionary, Eskimo especially, and the like, etc. Example, except, Fahrenheit, Fem. What else? Dictionaries should really be your family's first book because it is the language that we speak, okay? Guide to use the dictionary. They have a guide on how to use the dictionary. So we really have to start paying attention to what we already have within our. So you can go to any good used bookstore and they'll have a good dictionary that won't cost you an arm and a leg. Even a good dictionary on Amazon won't cost you, unless you're trying to get like a Black's Law dictionary or something. It shouldn't be that expensive. So now we're going to head to the back of the dictionary. And the reason why I want to go to the back is because we have state capitals back here, weights and measures. It helps you with math. It helps you with cooking. Dictionaries are full of knowledge. No one seems, y'all just sleeping on it. We go out and buy these school books that you really don't need. I would say the only really school books you need, or you could just print them out at the library, are trace books where they learn how to write, write. Learn reading and writing, capitals, political parties, terms, names, Canada. They'll have the flags of different countries. They have all of that. They really have all of that. All we got to do is just pay attention. So they doing the same thing to me they was doing my last. They even follow the Testament. Books of the Bible, see in the dictionary. And that's why I said read your Bible with your dictionary. Not with that concordian. That's some bull crap. I learned that the hard way years ago because I still wasn't getting the answers I wanted. But once I started reading it with the dictionary, with the wording that made sense. Okay. So let's see if we can come on this way. I got something else I want to show y'all real quick. Dang, I think I left them. I think I left them. I did. I thought I had my mailing stamps with me too. And I don't. Well, anyway, I'll give an example when I can of the mailing samples. Now I'm supposed to be doing this on the board, but the camera, they must be really pissed with me. Yeah, but the camera, will they let me do it now? Okay, so let's see if we can get this in real quick. I needed to break this down for our people because we don't know what the under religion, this is the right cross. That's the cross you're supposed to pray to, or that's the cross you're supposed to contract with under religion, be it whatever uses this cross. Okay. Now, this is what they call Satan's cross, and I'll tell you why they call this Satan's cross. This is the Akashic Records open, so there is no book. Learn, Google it, and figure it out. Because it's there. The knowledge is there. You're going to have to figure it out. Say this is east. Wait, let me do this right. I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay. So this is the upside down cross, as they call it. It was called the Satan's cross, right? So it's upside down. Let's put this down closer to here. This is east. This is west. This is south. This is north. Now, this is from my slave Akashic records. We live in something called North America, right? And when our people were sold into slavery, we were told if you wanted to get to freedom, you look for the North Star in the sky. What was considered the brightest star in the sky? Saturn. Saturn. So that would mean Saturn is over North America, right? South is South America. Okay? Saturn is over North America. Before you start going crazy, the slaves that never came from Africa but were forced to do the Trail of Tears, south. Look up the Trail of Tears. Were the people forced to go north or south? I'll wait. I got time. The Trail of Tears was south. They were sold. We were sold in prison from our land and taken through the east or the West Indies. Aren't these islands over here? And they call this the land of the West also, right? So they got a lot of bullshit they got going on. But we were taken from the north. And we were given directions. If you wanted to go home to freedom, you headed north. How did you know you were heading north? You followed the north star. But guess what? You weren't in South America. That's not how you see the North Star. You see the North Star wherever you are, right? So any one of us that want to go home, we should follow the North Star. Why should we follow the North Star? Because it brings us here. Harriet Tubman, though she's a fictional character, was not leading them to Canada. She was leading them back home from South America to the north. She is based on an actual person who knew the sciences. I'm going to tell you something. East is opposite of west, right? Right. But that's just land. Why, if we want to go home, we follow the North Star and it will take us home? Because you're the opposite of north, right? So what's south? You are. The reason you can see the North Star is because you are always south of the North Star. Every star is born with a what? Come on, people. Every star or planet is born with a sibling. Who says that the sibling looks just like? Do siblings always look alike? Siblings don't always look alike, do they? We don't always move alike. We don't always think alike. We don't even always get along. But if you fuck with them, I'm gonna whip your ass. Right. The reason why you always see the North Star is because you are south. You are the geological, geometrical, geo-intergalactic, geo-national south. And whenever you are lost, you look up and you look at the North Star because you are the south, you're opposite of it. Not because of the landmass, because of who you are by blood, not deed, not title, not labor or creation. You are south by blood. That's why whenever we are lost, you were taught to look for the what? North Star. And the North Star brings you to where? Latin America. Because we wanted to get home from South America where we were trailed of tears to. Akashic Records open. Google it yourself. Look it up. I know it's hard to believe, but keep looking at the facts that Dane Calloway, he done did so much shit over the years. I think he kind of missing it to himself. It's there. They didn't make us go up. They made us go south and to the islands, the West Indian Islands. Okay? So they're lying to you. That's either the West Indies or the East Indies. That means it's the East Indians. If this is the east side of America, if this is Latin America, this is South America down here past this. This is how we get home back here. Okay? This is New York. Let's just say East Coast. Okay? Because I want to fill it in for you. North Star and Saturn. East Coast. We're going to put this together. We're going to take the spooky. I said we're going to start taking the spooky out of some of the stuff we know. Okay? California is west. Right? Come on, we're going to put this shit together because y'all, I know y'all think I'm crazy. But when I... So, if this is America, right? Let's say up here, don't even divide it because we know that that line that divides Canada from us is not real. It's all North America. Let's go with that. We're not going to do the bullshit. Okay? So, if we were Trail of Tears, we would Trail of Tears out our land. Taken off of here and sent to, is this the East Indian Islands or is this the West Indies? This is Jamaica. Haiti. Cuba, okay? What else is over there? Panama, Puerto Rico, see? So is this the West Indies or the East Indies? Because all of these are islands off of Florida and the east side, east coast of California, right? So if you're taken out of your country and you go here, because they love to say New York, which was where Wall Street was started, true, and some of us were brought back through the stock market. They had to put us through the stock market so that they could start making the money. Okay? So they bought us back through, they sold us off here. These were slave ports, Haitian slave ports. You can go to the Library of Congress. This is why they started the Real ID. Keep in mind, the Real ID is where you need a federal stamp to get in the federal buildings. The Library of Congress is a federal building. They don't want us to have that now, so they want you to get the Real ID, a federal stamp. If you don't get the Real ID, you can no longer go into federal buildings to fill out Social Security applications or go into places like the Library of Congress to look up this information that I'm presenting to you today. So, these were ports, slave ports. Jamaica was a slave port where they sold us from. Haiti was a slave port where they sold us from. Cuba was a slave port. Panama was a slave port. Puerto Rico was a slave port. Where were all these motherfucking slaves coming from, people? You're telling me you're going to go from here all the way to Africa, all the way to Africa. That's hundreds of thousands of miles away to bring people here to distribute them here, because that's what they did. That's what they did. Because if you look up the history, that's why these were one of some of the big revolutions, because you had a lot of mixed indigenous peoples coming through slave ports. Jamaica is a slave port. Haiti was a slave port. Cuba was a slave port. Panama, Puerto Rico. Look up your history. These are all slave ports. And this is where the biggest revolutions were happening, because we weren't having it and we wanted to go home. Now, for those of us who did not end up here, because I love that these Mexicans and Latinos, and there's no such thing as I'm a Latino, okay? I speak Latin. Let me not erase that, okay? So, for those of us who didn't end up here, we ended up here in the American landmass. We were given instructions that if we wanted to go home, we followed the North Star. The North Star is where? Over North America. We have to learn to start reading between the lines to understand what people are truly saying to us. The reason why you can see the North Star where you are is because you are its freaking siblings by blood. And that's how we could always make it home from this other continent called South America. See, the Tejanos know the truth. They know that we were sold down here, but we went home to the North Star. The Spaniards were sold over here, never came back here. You know why? Because they were never from here. They never wanted to come back home under the North Star. And that's why they made the Northern Sisterhood and the North this and North that. You are the South Star. We are the brother and sister of Saturn. Saturn is our sibling. When we are in trouble, Saturn is the light. Lucifer. Go look up Taz's Lucifer. Please go look up Taz's. Again, and I ain't talked to Taz in a year or so, but I'm telling you now, go look that shit up. YouTube, Taz. TAZ, Lucifer, one of the coldest, most informational PowerPoints you will ever read, and it's about us. It's about us. Chaz is cold. You better go get on it. Go look it up. His video will back up everything I'm talking about. Everything. You are the light. Saturn is our sister star. Every star is binary. Every star has a binary, a sibling. All siblings don't look alike. See, they want you to think my sister don't look like me. No, my sister shines at night. Like I said, when I do Bible study, it is not for religious purpose, because religion can't wrap its mind around what I'm teaching you. Can you dig it? Religion can't wrap their mind around that. Saturn is a binary star. We are its siblings. We are its siblings. And that's whenever we're all we have to look for is for the North Star, and you find your way home. And that's why that's the inverted cross, because that means we have found our way home. So they use it as a symbol of evil. But pay attention, West Coast, East Coast, South America. How can South America be Latin America at the same time? It's impossible. Latin is the language. It's the people. These people speak Spanish. We speak Latin. Go to your codex. I just had it. Your Webster's dictionary. This is called a codex, okay? Let's look up a word. I'm just going to flip it open intermittently. Let's look up a word. Oh, this is the new one. Ain't no Latin in these bad boys. This is why I like the old ones. Yep, see the new ones? They don't tell you if it's English, if it's... Here go one, do, Latin, the beer. Oh, well, old. Duet, Latin, duo. Let's look it up. We speak Latin. We speak Latin. So that was our short little of the day for bell work. Please look that up and understand that you are... Oh, shoot. Am I over? Do I got to get out of here? I think I do. Okay. I love y'all. Reparations beyond the check. Check. I only did an overview because my black brothers is, hey, not black, but melanated, FBA, foundational, melanated America, being one, foundation. Ladies, you got to stay out of the prisons. They're going to use you to continue to harm the men. And men, if you want freedom, abstaining, keep that shit in check, because, baby, it's on and popping. Y'all don't have long to go. We're about to put out the vacate the premises so y'all can come out of prison. So get your skills up, because I see you in there. I see you with your YouTube videos, you're building shit, your workshop skills. We need builders, because these men out here, they soft. They soft. We need protectors. We need a whole lot of stuff that these men out here, they ain't been doing. Okay? So we love you. I love everybody. Gratitude for your time. Come on in. I hope you came in and learned something today. I had to keep it short and bounce around because it was just so much. Like I said, April now. So I got a couple of things coming, but definitely I got a live coming that's probably going to be 3-4 hours long, because I really want to jump into this, catch y'all up, and let's get it done. So, like I said, peace and love. Donate to the cause, please, as always. My school needs things. I need books. I need a new dictionary. Y'all see my dictionary. I just got my new tent. So gratitude. I'm so thankful and grateful. I'm back in my tent. I'm back in nature. Yes, I literally do sleep outside. I ain't paying no mortgage. I ain't paying bills. I'm serious about this. Yep. Them houses are the synagogues of Satan. I went over that in the Bible study. They falling apart. And sisters, that's why y'all sick, because these houses they fucked up. Don't buy nothing here in Detroit. The land bank is robbing our people. They selling you corpses, not shells, not cases. They selling you corpses. You buy anything in Detroit, it's a corpse. So, like I said, I got to get off of here. Peace and love. I'll talk to y'all soon. And we're going to do the damn thing. I hope this was informational, because I know it kind of fucks me all up with that, but y'all need to pay attention. The knowledge is in itself breaking down. All this word salad for education, I ain't doing that. I don't do word salad for education. Love y'all.